Hi Virgo, this is Aquila for your monthly reading for the month of May 2015. So let's get started, Virgo. On the 3rd, Virgo, we have a full moon in your 3rd house of communication, day-to-day travel, and your family, siblings and uncles and neighbors, basically how you move around day to day, how you get around. This full moon, as we all know, is a time of fullness, a time of awareness, and a time of balance. So it's happening in your 3rd house, but it's also having a little chit chat with Jupiter in your 12th. Now, Jupiter being here is definitely going to make this situation a little bit more optimistic, but this full moon is an intense full moon. It's basically asking you to confront truths about situations with your communication, or issues with your communications, basically bringing things to the light, changing your perception on reality of things, and with it having not the most harmonious conversation with Jupiter in your 12th house. There is a dare here for you to be optimistic about whatever is going on with your communication sector, Virgo. So be optimistic. Jupiter is a part of this, so there is a chance for that to definitely be there. Be optimistic, dare yourself, Virgo. On the 7th, we have Venus, the planet of love and money and pleasure, entering into your 11th house. What does this mean for you, Virgo? This means that there is going to be a lot of focus on your long-term goals, your friendships with people, groups and organizations that you're a part of. You're going to be definitely taking time and pleasure in those. This is going to be some aspect of your life that you're going to be definitely enjoying around the 7th. And the first card that I got for you, Virgo, is the Fool. So this card is actually a card about new experiences, Virgo. It's taking chances and basically going into the unknown, blindly going forward, which is not something that Virgo usually does. So with Venus entering here, it's giving that energy there for you, that love, that pleasantry, that softness in the 11th house of your bigger picture. So it is giving you that allure, that wonderfulness about imagining big for yourself and thinking big for yourself and going outside of something that you normally don't do in terms of your hopes and your wishes. On the 11th, we have Mars, the planet of action and courage and endurance, going into your 10th house of career and reputation. Now, Mars is a lot of things. It's definitely aggressive as well. So there can be an approach to your career and the way that you view yourself publicly that takes on a bit of a fire, as you can say, a lot more zest. There can be a little bit of aggression there too, with work or your career and the way that you are presenting yourself or looking at yourself in certain ways. With Mars going here, it is action. It is all about courage and pushing through. So it also is determination in your career. It's also determination in making yourself a better you as well. With Mars being here, it is transforming you, but on a physical plane. On the 18th, we have a new moon in your 9th house. In your 9th house of long distance travel, your philosophy, your way of thinking, higher learning, education, the way that your mind views certain things or certain cultures or religions or backgrounds of people, and how you assess everything and put everything together. Now, this new moon is going to be in opposition with Saturn. And Saturn is in your 4th house of home. So the way that you're going to be viewing things, this is also needing to stay calm and fostering awareness with certain things in the home sector. Or maybe it can be that the home sector and your aspirations, maybe they're in opposition. They're probably not aligning with each other right now, and you have to stay calm, foster awareness with that, Virgo. This new moon is happening in Taurus, which is also a wonderful earth sign like yourself. So this is bringing positive energy there. You can take that energy Definitely run with it. Stay calm though. Stay calm, because there you have Mars in your 10th house, and you're definitely trying to ground that Martian energy, discipline that Martian energy to do what you need it to do in your 10th house. And your views might be changing on certain things. New moons are about new intentions and new starts on things, so that can be a focus as well. We have on the 18th, Virgo, Mercury, the planet of communication, is going retrograde in your 10th house. So the planet of communication is here. It's been here actually for quite some time, and it is going retrograde. So that means a reflection on your career, your the way you look at yourself, the way you see yourself. There's going to be a reflection on that. Communication. With communication, you might not be as vocal as you were before. You might be more reflecting on certain things, on how you can do things a little different. The second card that I got for you is guidance card. So there is Mercury retrograding here. So that definitely does means you're using your talents to benefit you. And you're either working with people, collaborating, team working, going to experts to ask them for advice about something. If you want some knowledge about something, there's just something that you want to pursue, you're going to be finding out things. It's also Pentacle card, so it does have to do with business. And if not business, it's definitely about getting some type of guidance in terms of just you and yourself as a whole, learning things a different way, maybe. And trying to communicate basically more in a collaborative way. So your communication will be a little bit halt around the 10th, but that can also be the reason why you're seeking some type of guidance in that area to try to help you manage or maneuver things a little bit better. We also have the sun moving in to your 10th house, career, reputation, illuminating that house for you. When the sun moves in, it illuminates that. It makes that the focus around the end of the month, Virgo. So it is definitely going to be focused in on your career. Virgos are such a practical, money-oriented sign, all about practicality and making sure that things make sense. So the sun is going to be making sure that you're making sense of this. Also too, with Mercury retrograding, you're reflecting on this. And then Mars there's that drive. But make sure you discipline that Martian energy to do what you need it to do for you. Don't let it have you going crazy, you know what I mean? Don't go, you're Virgo, so you probably will stay a lot more grounded. And the last card that I got for you, Virgo, is the abundance card. Now, this is a card about a business-oriented individual, and if you're not doing something in regards to business right now, it can be you understanding things better about the way that you are perceived and the way that you look at yourself. Abundance is also talking about planning, being more successful with yourself, being more reliable, being more practical. It's also about finances and your money management skills and managing your money better. I mean, with the sun, Mercury, and Mars all in your 10th house, it is about the money. I mean, it is definitely about how it is that your money, the things that you do, what you do in this life makes you feel at this moment. And you're definitely going to be feeling good about yourself, because there is some type of business planning or scheduling around this. And if not, you're definitely learning, like I said, a lot about you and how you can maximize your abundance or your growth. Which is such a Virgo energy. You know, you do have Saturn retrograding in your 4th house, restructuring your home and your relationship with your parents. Still, it's retrograding. And so there is some restructuring of the home happening as well. So you're thinking big terms, long terms. And with Venus here on the 7th, going into your 11th house, you're going to be kissed with a beautiful sigh of softness around that area. With your hopes, your wishes. Think big, Virgo. You're on the right path. Just keep thinking big. Stay calm and remember to foster awareness. Use these moons to set your intentions for your bigger picture, and things will set out even more lovely than they have before. Again, I'm Aquila, and I'll see you next month, Virgo.